Day 4, and it looks like it's going to be a 7-day job, I think. We thought we could do this in 3 days, but look at them rocks. It's just an absolute nightmare. And dusty. Can't even go down as deep as I wanted to. It's just going to take too long. It's taking too long. It's not the digger driver's fault. It's not his fault. It's just the rocks. It was all unexpected. We thought it was soil down there. Knew there'd be a few rocks, but the house is just built on bedrock everywhere. You look at the size of some of these things coming out. From where that corner is, I wanted to go down at least another foot, 30 centimetres, but it's just near, well, not impossible, but just taking too long. So we're going to get that level down. This level here, we can go down maybe 40 centimetres and break it, so there's going to be steps going down. It would take 2, 3, 4 weeks to do this with a digger. Once you get under the soil, looks like soil, but once you get under there, just down below, it's pure bedrock. You can see there as you come along. See where the soil is. It's just pure rocks. Disappointing. So we're going to dig this down as far as we can to that sort of level, drag it back that side, take it down a bit and drag it just across the corner. So there'll be 2 lifts, I think. Disappointing, but it is what it is. So it'll probably go down another 5 or 6 inches from that sort of level. We'll drag it from the corner and drag it at an angle across there, then come straight across there, and that have a step going down there. My own fault, I shouldn't have took it back further. I should have left it closer, but you know, we weren't to know. Until you start digging, you don't know these things. So if I'd kept it to where them rocks are here and not took all the rest out, would have been better. But there we go. But it's a lovely evening. Nice clear skies. You can see the hills over there. So there we go. So on a positive note, after being outside and seeing that, I've been inside and I've put the boards on that wall, just that wall. I have been doing a few other things, but I'll tape it up and fill it all round tomorrow. All the screw holes. Tape along the joint, along that joint. So this is all sort of done now. All this corner, all along there. Still got the bottom to fill in where I've put the track for the concrete, but that's no problem. I'll continue on with that wall, put the framework round, and if I have time I'll put some boards on it. That one just go vertical, there's nothing stopping me going vertical on there with the boards. And it'll tidy this room up. The floor, although you can't see for the plasterboard, is drying out lovely. It's probably, where it's 6 inches, 5 and 6 inches deep in places, it's probably dry right through 3 and 4 inches probably. Hey, be quiet. Stop telling me to shut up. So, like I say, tomorrow I'll do a bit of filling, bit of scrimming. Oi! Shut up! There you go. And after this, I might make a start in the kitchen. Pull everything out, rip out the sink and the boiler, and then line out the ceiling and do the room. But I'm having something to eat. I'm absolutely fed up and tired. Why did I start this renovation at my age? I should have just done a coat of paint on the place, but instead of stripping the whole place out, not to worry. Hopefully a few months I'll be somewhere close to finish. So this is the rubbish from the house that I had. Quite a lot of it. And there's the rest of it from the big dig. And it's Friday and we're still not finished. So 5 days, a lot of rubble, and it looks like another 2 days, possibly Monday, Tuesday. That's the level I'm stopping with. There's this bit to clear up. Found some pipe work. That's from the toilet and the sinks. So we're going down a little bit, leveling it off just round here somewhere. So there'll be a different height here, a bit higher there, and steps going into there. That would be great if I was making a swimming pool. All this just to stop a bit of rainwater going in the house. Thought it was going to be 2 to 3 days, not 6. Costing me twice as much. But as long as it stops the water going in the house. And what I'll do is I'll build a lean-to as well over here to throw it off a little bit, probably come out about 2 meters and make another lean-to so the water's going even further away. put a French drain in somewhere going round. Excuse me. Spread all that muck and the rubble and the rocks. I'll keep a lot of the big ones, I'll put to one side and use them in the garden somewhere. Made just the big ones. That way it'll save me, because you don't have to cut them like you cut grass. So I'll lay them all over the garden, save a bit of cutting, digging. So there you go. See what happens Monday. So I've done a little bit more in here. I've done a bit of filling in, bit of taping, bit of patching. That's only the first one. I'll leave it probably a day or two. Then I'll rub it down and give it a final one, and that should be enough. What happens, and I could do it differently, but where you fill these in, when they're dry, they sink. Now you can fill them and leave them proud, but I just go straight over them just for quickness. I don't mind doing it twice. And it's the same here. I put this scrim on, which is, I haven't got it here, it must be in the other room. But it's like a tape, a mesh tape. You put it along, it's sticky. And then I go with the mud and get it right in. What I also do is, I always, before I put any tape on, I fill the gaps. I always fill the gaps with some painter's cork, rub it right in. Then I put the tape on, then I put the mud, what you call the filler anyway, for want of a better word. And then I'll go over it again. These just need to be slightly rubbed down, filled again, and they'll be alright. But there's a few little scratches here and there. I also patched up round the, well, saying patched up, I put a bit of stud work round the window. That just wants plasterboarding. I was going to plasterboard it today, but I've been doing other things, and I want to go and get the right size hole. That's not the right size. Well, the one I've got was the right size, but it cracked, and there's a bit of it sticking out, and you can't hammer it back or anything. So it's making the hole bigger than it should be. So I've got a few to, well, not too many now, but I'm going to go and get the right size bit before I put them in. I'm putting 8 in there. There'll be 4 down the bottom, 2 on this side, 2 on that side, 2 there above them, and 2 there. That's for the entertainment system, or TV and stereo, hi-fi system, home theatre, that type of thing. So most of the top ones should be covered by the TV, and all the cables, everything can go behind. The bottom ones, I'd rather have more sockets than not enough. I don't want to get plug extensions in, and I'd rather just have more plugs. So I might do that tomorrow, the rest of this. It's easy, it's just all vertical boards, view down. I've got the timbers to put on this wall. I might do that tomorrow as well. That's easy enough. Then that'll be more or less me done with the plasterboarding in this room, and what I'll do then is give it a coat of Dulux or whatever paint I can find. Just emulsion, just white, just to get everything one colour, and then I can decide after I've given 2 coats of emulsion whatever colour it's going to finish up as, and see what it looks like. So there we go. Time for a shower, I think. I've been busy outside. Well, nothing much has changed in here. I've put a socket on, or the box rather, not the socket. I've done a little bit there today, but not too much. I just done that bit on there, that bit there, and that bit there, and cut out for the sockets. They're all going to be double sockets in here. The wall isn't really that thick, it's going to be a lot thicker. That's just the back of the board. I will be coming off here and going across. Just the window really to line out the plasterboard and cut in with a bit of filler. Now the very observant of you will notice something. That board is a different colour to that one. They're all the same boards, but when you do plasterboarding, there's two ways you can put the boards on. When you do the grey side like this, it's for what we call dry lining. So you just tape it, fill the holes in, paint it. If you're giving it a coat of plaster, that's the side you use. No, I'm not giving that a coat of plaster. I'm going to paint that. But I'll admit to it, I made a mistake. I cut all the holes out right there, but then when I cut out the top one, I measured from the wrong side. I measured, what I should have done is measured with the board turned round from that side to there, or really from there to there, and I noticed I'd done it wrong. These made no difference whatsoever. It was just, that would have been further over, so I thought, oh, it doesn't matter. It's only getting painted anyway, so it doesn't make any difference to me. I'm not plastering or anything like that. So that was a mistake I made, but it worked out all right. But yes, you can plaster. One side is for skimming. That's for skimming, or if you're plastering. And this is for skimming as well than just painting. That is if you're plastering. I do believe, but no doubt somebody can correct me. There's just that bit to do in here. Nope. I was walking tight up against the wall then, and I've got boards and all sorts. It's not very far to walk between then, so the camera nearly ended up on the floor. Yeah, I just put a little bit in the corner there as well, so I haven't bothered rubbing anything down yet. I've just left it as it is. Oh, I went out, I got the right size boxes. I'm not going over there now, I'll show you. What I've done with that one, I put some glue in to hold it in. The holes were slightly bigger, but I got the right size bit, 65mm, and now they're tight. I don't need to do anything, so that's absolutely fine. Because what was happening, when the sparky come to tighten up, the boxes were falling inside and they were difficult to get out. So when you come to put your face on, you couldn't get in there because the boxes weren't in. These are only the very thin plastic, but that is really tight. That, you know, that won't fall in. So I'll show you around. That's the state of play so far. Time for tea.